Alright guys, so this is the Gamemax 850 watt RGB power supply. Now these power supplies are not a name brand power supply to say, so a lot of people are worried about buying these and putting them into their system. I made a video about this power supply about 2 years ago. I will leave this up here so you guys can check it out. But today we're going to be talking about this power supply, the Gamemax RGB power supply brand in general, and if it's a safe bet for your new or old gaming system if you're looking for an upgrade. So guys, as it says on the box, you can see this is an RGB power supply unit, Gamemax 850 watts, and this is 80 plus gold. All right, now this is a very rare 80 plus gold symbol to be on a Gamemax power supply that's ranging around 94 to 98 pounds. Now when I bought this power supply about 2 years ago, I got it for around 80 pounds, I believe, and that's because it was at a special discount. I think I was getting it around the Christmas season, but now these run for around 94 to 98 pounds. There are other versions of this. For example, I've seen a 550 watt power supply. I've even seen a 1050 watt power supply for beefier, power hungry systems, and that as well is also 80 plus golden. Now guys, I've had this in my PC, and if I'm honest with you, it's a pretty decent power supply and I haven't had any problems with it. What led me to buying this power supply was my previous PC. As I was gaming, it would shut off and sometimes it wouldn't turn on, and then I changed the case because I thought it was a problem with the on-off switch, but came to find out that it was my power supply that was faulty. So I bought this and popped it into my gaming rig, and it has been swimming ever since. But now let's get into the beef of the video. What is this power supply powering within my unit? So guys, I will leave a overlay of my system so you guys can see what it looks like. I really didn't want to chop my system apart just to take the power supply out to make this video, so I'll make it quick and easy. And this power supply within my system is powering two graphics cards, a GTX 1050 Ti that I use to record my gaming videos, and it is also powering an RX 580. Now this is what I use to game on and get my games running nice and smooth for some added frame rates. Now guys, the way that my PC works is that it uses a graphics card to play the game and another one to record the game. I've managed to get it working quite well, and this power supply, 850 watts, powers both of those graphics cards and a lot more. Inside of this case, which is a deep cool case, you can see that there is some liquid cooling going on, and that is a very old form of liquid cooling. I can't even remember the name of the liquid cooler that's in here, but it came with the case, and we have about 24 gigabytes of RAM, and we are also running a Ryzen 7 1700 core and a Asus B450 Aorus motherboard. Now guys, there are a lot of features within my build that demands a bit more power. For example, running two graphics cards at all times does take a substantial amount of power and places a substantial amount of strain on the power supply, but over 2 years it's still been kicking and working strong. Power supply even still has its RGB functions working properly. Now there are a few important things to note within this power supply, guys. For example, it being 80 plus gold rated for the price is actually a steal if you look at it, and I know that might make you a bit worried about buying this and putting it into your system, but I would not be telling you guys it's okay to do so if I hadn't done so myself. And this has been powering my motherboard, my processor, and my two graphics cards going on to 2 years now, and it is still working strong. Before I recorded this video, I did a few power stress tests on the system and all came out okay. I'll probably be doing a video on those tests sometime in the future, so leave a like and a subscribe. Let me know if that's something you would be interested in, and you'll be notified about that when I upload it to my channel. So moving on, the B450 motherboard that I have inside this build also has some RGB capabilities that are also being powered by the power supply, 24 gigabytes of RAM, my liquid cooling, and also my 6 RGB fans that I have stuffed in. Now guys, the reason I have so many fans stuffed into this case is because 2 came with the radiator that is mounted to the top, and I added a few extra fans because I was getting a few temperature spikes that I wasn't happy with, and I think that's because 2 graphics cards were in there producing a lot of heat. But after I added the extra fans, it worked out well, and surprisingly the power supply was able to not only power the 2 graphics cards, the liquid cooling, the motherboard and CPU, but also all of the fans that were installed within the case. Now guys, this power supply is not as known or prominent as other power supplies made by EVGA or Corsair, but it is something that you could definitely put towards if you're thinking about budget builds or a very budgeted upgrade to your RGB build. And even if your PC isn't RGB, you can actually conceal the RGB lights that are on this unit by using an enclosed case, as you can see that I have done here in this video. But anywho guys, I will leave the link to the previous video I did about this 850 watt power supply. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure you drop a like and a subscribe. I'm looking at making some more videos about the Gamemax RGB power supply and hopefully put it into a new case where more of the RGB will be seen. Thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, there is a link in the description to check this out on Amazon if you're thinking about making a purchase. It gives the channel a kickback and helps. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think about this video, how you found this video, if you've been looking at purchasing this RGB power supply unit, or if you're looking at upgrading from a RGB power supply unit that you already have from Gamemax. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.